What's up, everyone? This is Taylor with BSC Ventures. I'd like to start off by apologizing that I didn't give an update for the 1K to 10K challenge. Last week I was pretty sick, so next Wednesday, or this upcoming Wednesday rather, I will update you guys with that challenge. Unfortunately, I did make a mistake, but I'll lay that out on Wednesday. This week, it's just my watch list. We got a big week ahead of us. We got CPI coming out of China, Germany, France, and the good old US of A. Last month we had an 8.3% CPI rating. This week the consensus is 8.1%. I think it's going to come in hot though. I'll show you why on the charts. So as you can see, this was the start of last week. We had a move up, then a gap. And then if you want to look at the Fibonacci retracements, we could go from here at the 412 area all the way down to the 357. We kind of tested this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement at around 378 per share. We tested that 3 days in a row and then just gapped down and went straight back for the lows. We're $5 off that 357 close on Friday. I can only assume that we're going to revisit that this week. And then if CPI comes in hot, we're going to make new lows and just continue to drop. On my last watch list, I told you guys that I had some price targets. My first price target is going to be right here. It's oh no, never mind, sorry. Up here. At this 350 area. So if you could see, right here was the test of 350. Right here, we tested, broke, and then rejected all the way down to 350, but then bounced on it and then kept the move up. So I think we're bound to revisit that at some point within the next 2 weeks, I'd say, probably potentially next week. After that, I got the 339 pre-COVID low like I stated last week. And then, then I got this 320 low. These are the bigger levels. We'll have some, obviously, support in between all those levels. But 320 is ultimately where I think we're going to end this bear market. And then I'll be loaded up in long calls, TQQQ, SPY shares. I'm going to buy everything I can for the next bull market. I don't know when that's going to be. Could be next year. Could be 2 years from now. 3-4 years, who knows. But the only thing I do know is that it's going to come at some point. So yeah, I'm looking for us to retrace all the way to this 357 level, and then we'll see how it reacts, the next time it tests it. If it breaks, I'm assuming we're just going to go to 350, and then we'll see from there. Also, like I said from last week, I'm always going to watch out on Snow. Snow is one of my most fun stocks that I like to trade, because if you're on the right side of it, you're just going to make so much money. Last week I went 3 for 4 on Snow trades. Majority of them were scalps. The only one I lost like $15 per contract. And then the average return on the winning trades were about $60 a contract. So we are testing this channel at about that 174 level, so I have an alert set at 174. For that breakdown, because if everything comes in hot and the whole market's weak, tech is going to be the weakest sector most likely, and the first thing I'm going to look at is Snow, Apple, Tesla, those stocks. And then the last stock I'm going to look to trade is Apple. So like I said last time, let me just clear this whole drawing thing. Like I said last time, I'm looking for this 138. And then I want to see how we react to that 138. You can see we had a pretty strong bounce last week at the 138 level. We're testing 140. If we break that 138, I got my eyes on 133 and then all the way down to the lows of 129. So I'm going to have my alert set for that 138 level just in case we break below it. I'm going to want to get into a put. I'm also eyeing another thing for the challenge, which is a SPY contract that's dated in November. We'll see how that goes. Another thing I'd like to mention is TLT. We retraced all the way to this 105 level and then ultimately rejected this downtrend from a month ago. And then we tested around 100. If this stays this low, I can only assume that the entire market's going to bleed. So just keep this on watch. If it spikes up, who knows what's going to happen. That could be because of recession fears or just because we've bottomed. Depends on, it's data dependent. So we'll see on CPI, the rate hikes, what the Fed says. And then another one I'd like to mention is UUP. This is our dollar. So we had a really big retracement all the way down to 29.50-ish, 29.60. And then we bounced way back above 30, going for 30.30 at Friday's close. We're going to have to check to see if we get back to this all-time high. If we break above that, I'd like to think we're going to go past 31 and continue the weakness in the overall market. But it seems like I'm a doomer, so I don't really know. Just keep eyes on data, keep eyes on CPI. Watch SPY under this 357 level, Snow under the 174 level, and then Apple under the 138 level. Those are going to be my top watches. And then CPI coming out on Thursday. So let's get after it. If you'd like to join the Discord, link is always going to be in the bio.